champions get the pleasure of a first round showdown with. Just became the school's all-time class leader this year. Total against Winona State. We'll give the heavyweights of this region a challenge next week.
Obviously really good.
All right, Coach. So, can you just kind of talk about what it means to get the 4th seed in the?
Well, first and foremost, we're just excited to be back into an NCAA regional after last year's disappointing end to the whole season with the lack of a selection. I'm happy for the team and the girls and the work they put in to try to kind of correct that for this year. And I think they put together a lot of good wins and developed a good enough resume to deserve a selection. And what we learned is certainly from last year is that getting in is the key. And once you're in, it's just going to boil down to who plays quality volleyball for 3 straight days. And you got to begin with the first one. And so we're looking forward to getting ready for Winona State.
So I'm imagining it's probably not the outcome that you wanted last weekend against Wayne. How are you guys building off that and preparing, and kind of just forgetting that to go into the first round?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a catch-22 in that certainly every match you play in, you want to win and you want to have that opportunity, but getting a weekend off and resting this time of year is not the worst thing in the world for us. We've got a bunch of nicks and bruises and bangs and injuries that we're trying to recover from, and having 2-3 days to really not have to, beat each other up like we've had to do in the past. We're certainly not upset about that side of it, and we hope it can help us get some fresh legs back and get back to a point where we're playing at a high level again. So I think the excitement of advancing is going to be a bigger thing than the disappointment of how Wednesday went.
How nice is it to hear your guys' name after not hearing it last year?
It's certainly exciting, and it's neat because as you look in the room here today, there's 8 people in the room who had never been part of a regional, and that's over half our team. And of the people sitting in this room, only one of them has ever even played in a regional, because Taylor Wisbroker, wasn't starting 2 years ago last time we were in it. So it's going to be a new experience for the majority of the team, and it's an excitement that I don't even know as if they really understand yet. And so I'm just excited for them to have that opportunity, and hopefully we take advantage of it.
With this being your 14th appearance in the NCAA tournament as the UMD's head coach, what can you attribute to your success and the program's success?
A lot of great players. We've been very fortunate. When I got here, I had a lot of talented kids to begin with, and we were able to do some things and coach them to a real good first season, and that in turn turned into some doors opening up from a recruiting standpoint and finding some good kids to keep that rolling on. And we've just been able to fortunately continue to bring in talented student athletes and get them to buy into what we're doing and what we're selling, and producing some good outputs on the court. And we're hoping that this year's group can do something special when it comes to tournament time.
And lastly, drawing a team in Winona State for your first round and having a lot of success against them in the regular season, how nice is that for you guys to go out there already knowing that you've had the success against them?
It's good and bad all at the same time. It's a blessing and a curse. We certainly know a lot about them and who they are and what they do and what their strengths and weaknesses are, but the same can be said for them about us. They know what we do, they know our strengths and weaknesses. And so, playing a team for a third time, there's always that saying, it's really challenging to beat a team 3 times in one season, and that's the feat that's ahead of us. But certainly we like where we're at, and we're excited to start preparing for Winona tomorrow.
Awesome, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
So, reaction to drawing the 4th seed?
Really exciting, after last year, not seeing our name pull up on that screen. This year, it's really nice to see it come up there, and to get a decent seed as well with that 4th seed, so it's really nice.
Probably not the outcome that you wanted against Wayne last week. How are you guys trying to forget that, turn on the short-term memory and build off that in practice?
Yeah, as much as we need to forget that loss and keep moving on, I think there's a lot to be learned off of that loss too. There's some things we could have done different, and we're working on those things in the gym to make sure that those little mistakes don't happen.
How nice is it to get a weekend off, just a week off, and just focus on practice until you head down there?
Yeah, actually it was really nice. I know coming in today with practice, fresh legs, it was really nice. I know some of the other hitters were feeling the same way. Felt like we were kind of jumping through the gym a little bit. So it was nice to have that little break, and now we're ready to get back to work.
And lastly, you played a team, Winona State. You drew them, had a lot of success against them in the regular season. How nice is it to play them in the first round?
Right, yeah. I think it's exciting to play them again. we've come on top the 2 times that we've played them, but we also got to keep in the back of our heads that they're going to be hungry for that redemption, and they're going to know what it takes to beat us, but we have the encouragement and to know what it takes to beat them as well.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.